she's just going to say, "All right. Looks like your brainwaves are been slightly altered, but not to a degree to red flag you."
These are still hooked up, right? You're
Yep.
still reading everything?
Yep.
I'm gonna use another burn for elemental awareness while I'm being read on the machine.
Okay.
What is the name of the person in that locked out room?
Uh.
What is the name of
uh.
the being in that locked out room?
So she's she's gonna like, what are you doing? Stop! Stop! Now she's going to, yeah, take another powerful blow.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't think this was gonna actually get the person in since I'm not observing them. But I guess they've got some sort of weird time travel thing too.
They've got, they've got.
You said
You
low was
succeeded.
good. Okay.
Oh, was good. So you mark a you get potential because you always get potential for 6 or less. And yes, if I tell you to take a powerful blow, then low is better.
Okay.
So because the higher you roll, the worse the result. On a miss, you stand strong. Mark potential. Say how you weathered this mental assault.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they're doing to me yet, so.
Essentially, it's your it's like they're saying if you want to know who I am, then I am. You'll hear a voice in your head saying, "I am the teacher. Uh, I am a teacher. I am someone you should trust. Come to me, and I will teach you many great things. Come, I am a teacher. I am your teacher. I am the teacher."
Okay, so they're saying that their name is the teacher, or at least a name that they go by is the teacher.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just looking
I'll
for
change it.
anything that fits into the elemental awareness text of an honest
So
answer.
the honest answer is that they call themselves the teacher.
Okay. All right, and then I look to, uh, shoot, what's her name again?
Dr. Sheridan.
Sheridan. Sorry, I think it's a Cario for some reason. Uh, did you record that?
She's like, I recorded that your brainwaves have spiked and they've changed again.
Yes, I made contact with the creature once more. I'm assuming that that's something you can use in your research. The
I mean,
physical effects of a brain being contacted by the creature.
yes, I can, but that was idiotic. You don't like your brainwaves like your brainwaves have completely your brainwaves have shifted from an alpha wavelength to a theta wavelength.
I already
She'll
was a
just
theta. But
ah,
bum. Anyway,
she's gonna like she's
some would
like
say
you're,
courageous,
you
self-sacrificing.
and I say stupid because I don't know because if they had made a complete shift to a beta wavelength, I would have had to red flag you. Now you're gonna have to come here every day for observation until your brain waves register normal. She's just gonna hand you she's something and she's like, and if you experience any sort of side effects, you need to write them down and tell me immediately because you're now under observation. Just
Sorry, I'm just thinking one more question to blow off the rest of my burn before the scene ends.
she's just
Am I okay?
no.
Okay. I mean, that is a general question. Was I okay before? Should probably have been the first one. But whatever.
You're out of burn, and
Yeah, I know. That was the last
no.
question.
You are not okay, but you feel out of care like you feel okay probably. You don't feel any different, but your elemental awareness tells you that something in you has changed. You just don't
Right.
know what yet.
Right. I don't constantly read my own brainwaves, so who knows. But I'm not going to waste a lot more time just rolling burn and asking questions. So, let's find out what the rest of the group is up to.
Yeah. All right. So yes, as she's going to tell you that if you do something like that again, you're gonna be collared, because then you need to stop. And she is going to burn a influence over you and try and inflict a condition. So let me just look at the conditions again. It's
Oh,
been a
that's
while.
great. I was literally
Uh,
looking at, you know how a lot of your advancement options for the future are like pick a move from another playbook?
yep,
I was literally just looking at the delinquent one, where it's like, you get a +2 to resist that kind of shit. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, that's
yep.
exactly what I'd want.
So let's see. Uh, hmm. She is going to make you try and feel guilty. Uh, let's see. Yeah, she's um no, because otherwise she makes you feel guilty, you might just choose to sacrifice yourself to save others. She doesn't want you to do that. She's gonna try and make you feel insecure, saying that you don't know everything, even if you think you do. And your actions have put you and everyone else at risk. You know, so
And
she is going to burn. Uh,
can I try and reject this?
yes, because she's also going to try and shift your labels.
Right,
So
so I roll to reject.
on 8. So well, there's good news and bad news here as well. You don't have uh so the good news is that you can choose to reject her changing marking insecure, but you have to mark a different condition of your own choice. Um and you do not have to shift your superior down and your mundane up.
Alright, so I avoid the shifting of labels and I get to choose my own condition.
Yes, you can choose your own condition.
Angry.
Um all
I
right.
knew it was
So,
coming.
so all right, and she's just going. So if you can describe how you feel angry at her words.
I I feel angry that anybody is trying to tell me what to do. Almost all the time, in fact. But specifically, this time, it burns through you know, my resolve because I'm trying to help and they're trying to she specifically hend me. She tried to make me feel guilty for my aid. I don't like that. That makes me angry.
All right, and she's just going to say, "You're going to report here tomorrow, and every day after that until I clear you." So she's just going to like, but now right now you can go back to your classes.
And in the meantime, I've missed all the extra rules that you all guys got.
No, that was the end. He dismissed classes right after, uh, and then sent you to her office. All right. So let's move. So while you're going that, so we'll go on. So you guys are on your way to your next class. So I'll start with Raz. So Raz, like you, you know, knowing you, like he said there was a supervillain in this classroom that you're not supposed to visit. So what is your next move? Like,
I That's difficult because I feel like she respects the haunt's influence over her when he's saying, don't go do this. Like she's ridiculously curious about it because it's like she could go do something. She thinks in her head anyway. She thinks she could go do something if there's a threat. But at the end of the day, if the teacher's like just ignore it, pretend that room doesn't exist, don't go in there. I feel like she's gonna do her best just to not look at it as she's going by, and maybe try and just like I don't know, talk with someone around her to keep distracted.
all right. Well, the building is out of the school. The classroom is super out of the way, so
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have to.
Yeah, then
So you won't pass by it.
maybe just
Unless
kind
you
of
unless you deliberately try and want to walk past it.
No. I assumed it was the same building. Sorry. No, I think she'd probably just try and talk with someone and just keep her mind off of it, because she knows if she dwells on it, she's gonna get herself and anyone else in trouble.
As
Let's talk about the next class you're going to study for, Raz.
Oh,
That'll keep you
nope.
very entertained.
Nope,
And
now
not
she's thinking
definitely
about
fall
the door
asleep and
again.
forget everything.
Now she's thinking about the door. It's an insanely better topic now.
all right, and I guess so. Paladin. I'll ask the same kind of question of Paladin and Madeline. So you know, RK had this sort of outburst, said that there's a villain in that classroom that you're not supposed to go to. I guess. What are your guys' like? Well, you didn't really react too heavily. What is your guys' thinking about it?
Well, he's worried about this, of course, but the teachers did say to stay away, so there's bound to be a good reason for that.
For Madeline, it's literally Pandora's box. If you open it, there's bad things inside of it. Don't go opening it. Look what happened to RK. You know what? I don't think I'm interested in going there at all. In fact, I think it'd be much better for my own personal health if I just never did.
All right. As you guys are walking, some of the other homerooms, like it's basically anyone at the homeroom anyone in the homeroom class can talk about at least. Like, Kiki sort of whispering, with talking into her phone. We lost somebody. We lost Raz. Uh oh. So,
They'll
anyways,
be back in greater numbers.
so like Kiki's talking into her phone. We've uncovered the school mystery number 1, viewers. That we're gonna
Sorry.
have what the mystery of class 3X. Is there really a supervillain there? Timothy is just sort of writing down notes talking about supervillain. Street Knight, Rust Bucket and Bladestorm, have sort of ganged up on Wally, and it's like, you know, pay your lunch money, we're gonna throw you to the supervillain, and Wally's just gonna take it. Everyone sort of got their own take on it, but it's all anyone can talk about.
Oh, is Paladin around to see them gang up on Wally there?
Yep.
Well, as a bully buster, he's definitely going to try to stop this.
All right. Uh,
So would that
what
be
do you
a
do?
sort of move?
You're gonna try and defend. You want to try and defend Wally?
Yes.
All right. Roll savior.
Well, there we go.
Full hit. On a hit, you do it, and with so you can choose one. You can take over. You can add a team to the pool, or take influence over Wally because you don't have condition. You don't have a condition, so.
Well, any team I add to the pool will go away before the next session, so I'll take the influence.
Right, so you take influence over Wally. And Wally, what? So what do you do in character? What's it look like?
Well, he'll just get between Wally and who are the bullies?
Bladestorm and Rust Bucket.
He'll just get between him and Bladestorm and Rust Bucket and say, "You don't want to get in my way. Leave
So
now.
Rust
Leave
Bucket,
alone."
Rust Bucket's gonna be like, and what are you gonna do about it? Here, Pallet. What are you gonna do about it?
You want to really find out?
As Bladestorm is just like, I'm not afraid of you. Try, he'll just sort of his hand will sort of crackle with electricity. I can rip that sword right out of your hands there. Then without your sword, how tough are you really?
Tough enough. So do
And
try
he's
me,
gonna,
please. And then he'll armor up. The sword does appear in his hand, and he makes that
uh,
come at me, bro gesture.
ahem. Do I have to collar all three of you? As you'll see, Vice Principal Cotterill just sort of as a walking past, as he'll just sort of like stop when he sees you guys.
I'm sorry, sir. I was just defending the no bully policy.
As he's gonna be like, well, still, fights using your powers are strictly prohibited with the rules. And he's gonna look to you. He's like, you two, you know, you already have your, he'll look to Bladestorm. It's like, you're already on probation. Don't spoil it. And Bladestorm will just sort of, uh, stupid. He'll just sort of, he'll walk away and just stupid fucking Aegis bullshit. The dress bucket will follow him, and he'll just sort of, then he'll look to you. He's like, you know, and he'll just sort of say, "I got my eye on you, big hero or not, son of a, part of a legacy or not, you know, I still, you and all your, all of your friends from the boardwalk incident are on my shit list, and so don't think that your family will help you in here." He'll
Such
walk
language
away,
in front of young, impressionable children. I only think that, but yeah, never mind.
as he'll just say, and he'll just sort of walk away, and you guys will go to your next class, which is Madeline's favorite class, PE.
Hooray.
Well, it's Madeline's favorite class. Well, it's Madeline's least favorite. Well, it's Madeline's favorite class, and Raz's favorite class. Uh,
They
and
really are two
arcade.
polar extremes.
Yep, they're opposites, but they get along.
Together we fight crime.
Yep, as as hurts a hell lot will sort of line everybody up, and RK, you'll show up eventually. You'll be late, but you'll have a written pass from Dr. Sheridan. Um, you know, as you're walking, as you're on your way to the gymnasium, you'll sort of pass by the science building, uh, because you have to pass by on your way there. You have to pass by it as you walk, around the corner. You'll hear sort of hear sort of whispers. It's like, you know, you must stop me. I have much to teach you, RK. I have much to teach your friends. You know, you don't, you can't let the don't let don't let them, constrain you. I can set you free. As basically, if you've played Call of Cthulhu or no love, you're getting mind whispers.
Here's the thing though, is that you've said all that fairly clearly, but there was the hidden whisper at the beginning that you said of "you must stop me." You really corrected yourself real quick on. So that's the
Oh
first
no,
thing I heard.
she said that too.
Yeah.
Uh, so
See,
no, she said all of those things.
when you're hearing Lovecraftian whispers, you've got to hear the subtext. what's going on
Yeah, no.
behind the whispers. The secondary layer of whispers. The Cthulian whispers.
Yeah, so she said all of those things. So and
And you know what clears anger, don't you?
yeah, breaking shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
So
A good reality storm would clear that anger right out.
as so what do
I'm
you
not doing
go
it.
do you
No.
just
I'm just gonna keep
no, it's
floating
like,
by. I'm not an idiot. I understand how the world works and how things are supposed to happen here, and I might do a good thing by doing a bad thing, but at the
so
same
as
time,
they
I've got PE.
yeah, as they have uh do you glance up at the science building at all?
Sure, why not? No,
Okay.
actually, no. I'm more of a float straight ahead kind of guy.
Okay, so you don't see nothing, but you hear it. The voices fade out the farther away you get from the science building, and then they're gone.
Yeah, because I think if I was
Uh,
that curious, I would have stopped and done something, but I've indulged enough curiosity to want to get on with my teenage day.
yeah. So eventually you arrive at class, and Helga will just sort of look to you and get in line. I know what I was told you were going to be late, as she'll just say. It's also you guys aren't all together, or I should say, not all the home room class sticks together, but in general, because it makes sense, all the PCs will have all the same classes at the same time, because or unless for at least from now until I figure out
Wait,
as
she's saying
seen
this? She's calling us
no
PCs?
out of character no out of character. Yeah, so right now you're all in the same class, but that might not always be the case. Just clarifying. Anyways, so she'll say, all right. She's like, so you've already had a taste of practical examinations, and some of you did really well. And she'll look to Raz and you, RK, as you walk in. Some of you did shit. And she'll look to Madeline, and she'll look, straight to Madeline and say, you know, how do you expect to be a hero when you can't, when you look like a thin stick and your pout and all you can manage to do against in the training room is cause some stupid glitches and get your nose broken.
You do more than that. Madeline just gonna like whisper under her breath. She has her arms crossed and she's a little pouty. But she's
Like,
not denying anything here.
it's my job to get you all into shape, make you act, and if anybody thinks that they are better than me, let me remind you that I've spent my entire career fighting superpowered, superpowered beings, despite the fact that I don't have any powers. Just because I don't have any doesn't mean I can't kick each and every one of your asses. Anyone who feels that they can take me can get I'll give them a passing grade right here and now.
Raz is gonna look at RK.
I'm trying
And
to figure out how to point at you through two
RK's
screens.
just looking back at Raz.
I'm honestly, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm actually going to attempt to provoke RK to take this challenge. And since he is my rival and I have Enabler as my bull's heartbeat, I'm going to roll plus danger to try and provoke him to take this challenge.
I
Well,
forgot
this
that
happens.
I
I'll
was
be
your
right
rival.
back. I'll be watching.
Okay, so
How are
and
you going to
because
provoke it? What are you actually saying or doing to provoke him?
she's giving him those eyes,
That's what I was
there's a
imagining.
challenge. Like I said, like she didn't say anything, but she's giving him that look.
Okay.
And
Roll
I
plus
get
danger.
a +1 because I have influence over him.
Yep.
Cool. That's a 10.
All right. So, if you do it, you get experience, RK, or get potential. If you don't do it, then you have to mark a condition, or Ragna can make you mark a condition.
Wait, you mean if I do it as in I try to get a passing grade.
Yes, if you try and fight Hela, you get potential. If you
Oh yeah, no, don't even describe it. I'll do it. I'll take the
all right,
potential.
all right. So
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for burn as
all
I
right,
float forwards.
all right. And she's gonna like, oh, so a challenger approaches. And she's like,
All right, gotta mark
all right,
another condition as well.
yep. You get to choose your condition because you rolled burn.
Oh, give me that ladle because I'm
You
still
know
in the
what? Yeah,
process.
you forced me into this. So insecure, I guess.
Taking the
All
hit.
right.
I'm not acting on my own, so
That's she's gonna be like,
I mean, you
Oh,
so the
could've
big
said no.
if he said no, he would have had to mark a condition anyways.
Mhm.
So
what's she saying the goal here is?
the goal is to, force her to say I quit, or force her to, or knock her unconscious, whatever happens first.
So when he like steps up, Raz is gonna look at him and be like, "If you actually manage to win, I am taking you out anywhere you want for dinner, and you can eat anything you want."
Cool, then I'm spending 2 burn to Reality Storm.
All right.
I'm spending the extra burn to not cause any unwanted collateral damage.
So you're basically burning all your burn.
Well, no, I have
Oh.
yeah, no, I
So you have
have
to spend
3 burn.
oh yeah, spend 2 burn. So you have to spend 2. All right. You roll plus freak. Or roll freak to directly engage. All right.
My
Keep in mind
boy.
that she's a character, so she follows character rules for combat. So
Which is the first time we've encountered this, so I don't know.
yep. So well, anyways, so directly engage on a 10 plus. Faculty or handouts, basic moves. Choose. So on a 10 plus, pick 2. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten your opposition.
Say it one more time.
So you can either resist or avoid their blows. You gotta pick 2 of these. Resist or avoid their. Show player. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Keep in mind that this is supposed to be one-on-one. Or impress, surprise, or frighten your opposition.
I mean, what would I be? I mean, I guess taking from them is literally like the physical sense taking something, not like taking their will
Yep.
to fight.
Actually,
You
the
can
way I've
choose to
seen it, if you and your power set can like do some kind of metaphysical thing to take from them, that is technically an option too.
Yes, correct.
If you surrender to me, I'll tell you how your child died. I'll
Jeez.
tell you where the body is. Yeah, I mean, resist or avoid their blows, obviously, so I don't get like any follow-up. But yeah, I mean, take from them their will to continue would be my first thought.
How would you do so? How would your powers allow you to do that?
I mean, if I could, would you allow me to spend my last burn on adding a warship to this, only in so much as to make the display such of incredible amount that it would dishearten an unpowered being?
You want to you have to unleash your powers if you want to do that. Which is freak.
Well, freak is what I just rolled anyway, so I'm just saying if you would allow me to roll my warship, like spend the extra burn, just totally burn myself out, and just add the effect of warship into my reality storm. Because all warship is a tremendous display of might.
It says when you put out a tremendous display of might, spend 1 burn to all your audiences into silence, respect, or audience when you unleash your powers.
Which is what I just
Which
did.
is a no, you did directly engage, which is different.
Okay. Sometimes these terminologies are just
It's a little weird to get used to,
Yeah.
but once you're in the flow of it, it'll be good.
Unleash your power when if it's in a bold like that, it's talking specifically about the move.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not asking about the move. I'm just saying, can I spend a resource to, worship just says when you unleash a tremendous amount of power. I'm just saying, can I make the display as such that it's just so frightening and awe-inspiring as to reduce her will to fight? Because you're asking me how I'm doing it, and that's why I'm picking that, and I'm trying to say that's how I'd like to do it.
This is the thing about these games is that sometimes there's gray areas where.
Well, because I mean, think about it. That she is an unpowered. She's like a Black Canary, right? She is an unpowered. Well, Black Canary has powers, but she is the martial artist that's great at taking down even people with superpowers. But even Black Canary would have a hard time with like Shazam.
All right.
One of those DM discretion moments, I think.
Yep. So you roll a 10 plus and a hit. You just do it. Okay. I'll say you can do it since you rolled the 10 plus, and there's no there. Well, you just do it on a 10 plus, anyways. If it was 7 and 9, I would have made you just take an option from the 7 and 9 from unleash your powers. But you rolled a 10 plus, so it's fine.
Like I said, I'm totally willing to just spend the resource to have the worship style effect come into play, even if it's not exactly the same thing.
Yeah, roll. Yeah, spend your burn, and she'll just sort of. So what's it look like in character?
God, I got the mental image, but I was trying to describe it. Like, imagine the lightning tendrils from before, where I just literally destroyed everything in this room already once. It's like that, but it's less lightning tendrils and more like, man, I want to use the word space octopus here. Like, tendrils of light just emerging, whipping around, knocking her back, threatening to, in her mind, end her existence, and possibly everything around her, in such a way that she knows if she doesn't relent, the threat is more to everything around her than just her. Like, if she doesn't give up now, she's not only not going to take me out, the threat exists that I might destroy everything around me as well.
And she's going to say, all right, enough. But she'll just sort of write you a passing grade. It's like, here, you can sit out for the day. And she's just going to say, you're, the fact that you are, now, but I'm also going to have to write you up because if you're 100% willing and able to destroy all of your classmates just to just to beat me. Now, while I appreciate that, the school does not. And so she's going to exert her influence over you, make you marked guilty, and shift your. She's going to burn her influence to make you shift your if you're freaked down and you're mundane up, and
resist,
make you mark guilty. You can try and resist.
Reject, right? I can try and reject.
Yep, you can try.
What happens if I fail this roll?
If you fail, then you have to. Then you basically, you have to do it. You have to change your freak to. You have to shift your freak down and your mundane up, and you get. So you get potential because you failed. So you've marked all 5 potential boxes.
Yep.
So.
And I've just marked down my freak to 2 and my mundane up to 0, and I am now guilty, right?
Yep. Correct.
Got it.
As she's like, yeah, she'll just sort of look to you and like, give you your passing grade, and say, here you go. I hope you're happy. For this piece of paper that says that you've passed my class. You are willing to not only destroy the gymnasium, kill me, but also potentially kill everyone or all of your classmates. Congratulations.
I'm sorry, did
How-
you not want me to accomplish the task you set before me?
She's like, I wanted you. Yes, I did want you to accomplish the task. I also wanted you to actually control your abilities, because what if I had said no? Were you really willing to you know, were you really willing to kill me?
I imagine we will never find out.
How
She's
do the
like,
rest of the students react to all this?
I think Raz gives him a very approving thumbs up. Like, I feel like she knew that he had it under control, as terrifying as it actually was still to witness. But I think she had full confidence in him, and I think she gives him a real thumbs up.
And a
all
date
the other
later.
students, all the other students, look a mix of like shock, like he used worship, so all the other NPCs are sort of stunned into silence and or slash look terrified, bullies included.
You know, in the midst of all these people, like, kind of like looking at him in shock and like fear, could that approving thumbs up count as a comfort or support role?
If you wanted to.
I think I do. I think she like catches on to that, but like she egged him on. She knew that he was gonna be fine. And like she is saying, like, despite everyone else being like, what the heck? She's like, no, you really did it, like, good job. I think that's what we want. Unfortunately, my
Alrighty.
mundane is very low, so let's see what happens. And I get a +1 because influence. And that is a miss.
Yep, so you get to mark potential. And on a miss,
I just see the sarcastic thumbs up out of my corner of my
let's see, on a miss, on a comfort and whoops. Shit. Tabbed out for a sec. Hit the wrong button and tabbed out.
By the way,
Um,
would this clear out my angry and insecure?
It would have if I succeeded.
No. Insecure to clear, take foolhardy action without talking to the team. I didn't talk to you people.
Oh, that, okay.
Or angry, hurt someone.
You didn't actually insecure I'll give you because you did take foolhardy action. But you didn't actually hurt anybody, so
I
I'm
hurt
not
her
gonna let you.
feelings,
So
clearly.
that's not good enough. So on a miss, nothing happens. You just fail.
Okay.
Actually, but I can hard move you. So I'm gonna say you mark guilt. You have to mark. You're gonna mark guilty, Raz, because he's just been reamed out by the teacher, and like everyone is terrified of him because of you egging him on.
No, that makes complete sense. I think
So
you
you're
feel a
like,
little bad about that.
yeah. So
The thumbs up doesn't seem to quite get through to him, and I think you see her form like kind of visibly slump.
as she'll just tell you, RK, that you can take a seat over there and do whatever the heck you want. And she's gonna whip the rest of these guys into shape. You know, and the rest of you will have your chance next tomorrow. I'll challenge one person a day, and anybody who passes will get a free pass.
Only one.
Only, yeah. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have any fun.
Highlander rules seem alright for this.
So
Winner goes on to play RK.
she's gonna, you know, as she's going to spend the rest of the as she's going to spend the rest of the this is more of a traditional PE class, so you're running you're doing some running some laps and playing playing dodgeball. Let's see, anybody in particular who I want to have in this class? Yes, so we'll say that one of if for PE class they mix the freshman and sophomore years, and so uh Chad Campbell is there, and he is taking he's taking a lot of delight in using his forearms to absolutely pelt some of the more nerdy / spooky members of the of the gym class with dodgeballs. What is anybody have any reaction to that? RK, you are free to participate, but you don't have to, so you can do whatever you want.
Nope, just hovering off the side somewhere.
Well, I'm probably one of the targets, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to attempt to maybe try to take a few for the team and maybe try to actually catch in the process. So I'm going to try to defend people.
All right.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that Raz is going to see him. He's clearly targeting people, and Madeline is trying to defend herself and those who are also being targeted. And I think she's going to act on her promise earlier to defend Madeline and sort of like do her best to intercept all the balls coming at her specifically.
Teamwork.
all right. So, sounds like a perfect excuse for somebody to roll defend, and I don't remember if there was. I don't remember if there was an aid action in this game. I don't think there is,
I
but
think that's the team pool.
End of the session. 15 limit points. All right. Yep. So, yep. You guys. Well, we'll spend team. So yeah. We'll do. Raz is the one sort of defending Madeline. So
Mhm.
we'll have so Raz can roll and Madeline can spend the team if needed.
Okie doke.
All right, and that's a savior roll for defend.
Correct.
All right, let's do it. I don't have influence over Madeline, so it is a straight roll. 9.
You did
Would
it.
have been a 10. Would have been a 10. Might have a -1 to savior.
Hey,
Well-
why not take the team pool and get the
All right.
10?
Oh! Now you're thinking with portal.
Also, keep in
Just-
mind that you can keep in mind that you can spend team selfishly as well to instantly bump up a bad dice roll to a good dice roll by
Yeah.
making everybody by pissing off your teammates.
Yeah, it's all good.
So
Yeah, but
all right,
I mean,
that's
we're
it.
working together on this, so I'll spend the team pool once Raz has 2 balls caught. The third one's incoming and has no way to defend, so I'll reach out and grab that one.
All right. And yeah, you've successfully catch it, and Chad is out, and the guy, the nerds on your team. Also, you'll have you'll have noticed on the team layout that these are that Helot has sort of stacked the deck, let's say, putting together like popular kids and bullies against sort of nerds and spookies. You know, not really. Yeah. So
Suppose I'm getting
almost.
upgraded to the popular team next time.
So yeah, says but without Chad, the nerds on the more athletic nerds on the team, specifically Cole McMathen helps Raz like start beating back the popular kids, and it turns into a rather competitive um game of dodgeball, and it's like, there we go, teamwork. That's how it is. Raz, good job,
I like to
Madeline. You're
imagine that
actually
by the
pulling
end
your
of
weight.
this. I like to imagine that by the end of this, it just becomes a matter of like the nerds and the spooks are like focusing on like just catching the balls or getting them so that Raz can like super throw them at the other team.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like,
There's one other person being on the offensive, and that is do students, well, students, nerds. Oops. Did it work? Yeah, it should have worked. Cole McMathen.
oh, awesome.
And his buddy Magnum Man, who Magnum Man will catch the balls and will also start chucking at them. As Cole basically just hides behind Magnum Man.
Does Raz get to fist bump Magnum Man when they win?
Yes.
She wants to.
Oh, damn, look how this guy has a stand.
He literally has a stand.
Yep.
Is this a motherfucking JoJo's reference?
I almost named him Jonathan, but I didn't want to go that far, and I
You
didn't want to have
missed
to deal with all.
You missed a golden opportunity, and
No, I did it deliberately because because JoJo memes are pedestrian. So,
it's okay.
and I'm not a big fan of JoJo, anyways.
It's completely okay.
So, another person who but you'll notice that and then the next, since we'll say that the nerds win, and and then it'll be nerds versus lottery winners, and despite the fact that you guys have a clear advantage over people who don't have any superpowers, uh, you guys, it's actually pretty competitive. Um, in particular, Street Knight and Big T um, kind of carry their team. Like Big T is just sort of ducking and dodging and throwing with some force, and Street Knight, like even you, Raz, like you have a hard time actively hitting Street Knight as he like Batman flips and
Very
basically
parkour acrobatics kind of guy.
he parkours his way but to not getting hit. It single-handedly eliminates like several of the nerds, but not maliciously, but
Yeah, I imagine like going against non-powered folks like Raz isn't going all out like she was against the dude who was literally picking on people. Like I think she takes it as more like a real friendly sport at this point. But
yeah.
with them dodging and acting as they are, she'd probably step it up eventually.
Yeah, I like to imagine at one point it just turns into it's like one-on-one where Street Knight eventually you just can't hit him and he just can't, and it's a battle of agility versus strength, and it's sort of and it ends in a draw because the bell rings.
I'll take that.
All right, but I think that'll be a good place to wrap it up for the day, since it's 1:45, and
Mhm.
or I know it's 1:45, and you guys have a game to get onto. And we had a lot of good stuff happen today. Good, I say in quotes.
A lot of chalk.
As a lot of chalk. The chalk was flying, and an RK has made a friend of a uh, something that's in his brain. His brain waves have shifted.
We all made friends. Just
I
some in different forums.
Oh, by the way, RK, I almost forgot. Before we end the session, I'll make a resistance roll, like you're rejecting somebody's influence.
Okay.
All right, good job. So if you had rolled anything less than a 10, you would have ended up having to give the teacher influence over you, but you've rejected that influence so far. As geez, as you've got a friend, you've got some company in your head now.
As
Let's
I
do the end
always
of
do.
session move.
Yeah.
Real
Let's do the
fast
end of
before we
session
get to
move.
that, I just want to say that after that event, I have given influence to Street Knight and Madeline.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
They
Cool.
did a lot of bonding, Madeline and Raz, and Street Knight was just like, okay, this guy was able to keep up and go toe to toe with me to the very end. Like, I respect that.
Yep. He would say he gives respect back. He doesn't talk much, but when he does talk, it's very obvious that he's wearing that his helmet has a voice filter on it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so. All right. So, at the end of the session, each person chooses one. So I'll start with RK. So, you can choose one. Grow closer to the team. Explain who made you feel welcome. Give influence over that character, and clear condition or mark potential. Or you can grow into your own self-image Explain how you see yourself differently, and shift one label up and one label down. Or you can grow away from the team. Explain why you feel detached. Take influence over you away from somebody else. You can pick one.
I guess I'll go with closer to the team.
Who did you grow closer to?
I mean, Raz was really, throwing me out there to get me to do stuff, and as much as that might seem as a way that I would grow away from the team, I don't really go out of myself all that much. So, it's really her bringing me out to the world.
All right,
We try.
Raz, do you have influence over RK?
I do.
Then you can shift one of his labels up and one of his labels down.
I think.
And you can't resist this, RK.
Yeah. I think I'm sort of like. In a way, she thinks that she's like humanizing him and like bringing him more down to everyone else's level by making him interact with other people. But he's also like not doing it in a very friendly way. So I think that we're going to shift mundane up and savior down. That seems to make sense for what happened this
My
session.
savior is reaching dangerous territory. Also, I can clear a condition, right?
Correct.
Well,
you can either mark potential or clear condition. You have to choose one.
I'm already at full potential, right? So.
Oh, you have 5 potential?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. You get.
So yeah, you get an advancement. So.
You know what? I think I'll hold on to the conditions because that makes me look for things to do specifically instead of wandering the darkness like a teenager at high school.
All right. So then you would be at 6. You can mark basically clear the potential track and keep one marked.
Yeah, because I know what I'm gonna do, and once we're done with everybody else, I want to say what my advancement is because it's fun.
All right.
It's funny. It's fun.
Then we'll do Raz.
Hey. Sorry, could you repeat the questions for me, please?
So you can either grow closer to somebody, grow away from somebody, or grow into your own self-image.
I did a lot of growing with both RK and Madeline, but given that I already had a pre-existing like rivalry and influence with RK, I'm gonna give it to Madeline. We definitely got a bit closer, both on like an academic level and like a personal level. That was definitely shown in this session. So we definitely grew closer, I'm gonna say.
All right, Madeline, do you have influence over Raz?
I do now.
All right, then that's all you get. You can't shift your labels because you just got the influence.
Right. And I assume
All
when you
right.
were saying you were giving it to me earlier, this is the reason why then.
I mean, I was just saying it to say it, but that actually just fits here.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Madeline.
I think I'm probably gonna have to concur and say, yeah, I've grown a little closer to Raz. I definitely am enjoying apparently working with my opposites.
All right, Raz, do you have influence over Madeline?
I do not.
Well, then you gain it, and that's it.
Woo.
Okay. And I have marked the potential because I have no conditions.
All right. And Paladin.
Well, I'd say seeing how other members of the team were, very nice and during the PE session and helping defend the other nerds from those jerk offs, then he's grown closer to the team, and specifically Raz. He likes her enthusiasm. Now Raz already has influence over Paladin, so she gets to mark
shift his label.
Shift labels. Yeah, I forgot the terminology.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, shift. She can shift a label up and a label down.
Yeah, so Paladin's a weird one because we haven't interacted too much yet. That is something I do plan to fix. But for now, it's a little weird. But based on what you actually did today, I'm gonna assume that by now, like, rumor has already gotten around about him, like, protecting that guy, because it's a high school. So I think I want to shift his savior up and his mundane down, because he stepped right out of his way to do something heroic. He exemplified a heroic mentality.
Oh boy, I'm in the danger zone here. Thank you, though.
I'm dooming all of you.
All right. And has anybody other than RK marked 5 potential?
I have 2.
All right. If not, then RK, you can advance, and then we'll be done for the day.
Right. So, like I said, fun and funny. I'm taking the bull's heart advancement so that I can create a situation. Yes, the last advancement is literally take the bull's heart thing. So,
Oh, yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm going to create a situation that I like to call the love triangle.
Uh,
Oh no. This sounds terrible and exciting. I can't wait.
Where I would
So-
like to list my love as Raz
I
and my
appreciate
rival
you so
as
much.
Aaron.
okay.
Oh, this is the perfect ending.
You
Oh,
provoked me too much, Raz.
this
I'm
is
into
so
it
Alright.
now.
Which role are you going to choose?
God, this one I don't know. I was thinking
So-
of listener.
Okay.
Well, because only thing I can think of is I'm a guy who knows everything. Listener, that gets them ask me questions back. I mean, I don't really. None of these things am I really good at. I'm not a savior. I'm not good for comfort or support. That's not who I am. I'm not really into provoking, and already that's what Raz does. So I guess a listener is the best place for me to be.
Sounds good. Just make sure you write it down.
Yeah, I just don't know how to put it on the sheet yet, but I have it all out there in my head.
There's if you go to your bottom of the sheet,
Advanced special?
advancement under potential. You should
Oh,
be able
okay.
to add. Oh yeah. Click advanced special, because that's the one that is
Ooh. There you
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Good.
Literally, that's where it is. Okay.
Yep. Also, well, you already did it, but yeah, list it under your advancements too, so that you can. But yeah,
There
if
we
you
go.
click, every playbook has an advanced special that is unique to that one. Which basically gives you the special move of one of the other playbooks. And so if you clicked advanced special, it'll automatically.
Yep, already got there. Love, Raz, rival, air, and disprove.
Yep.
The love triangle now exists.
It's beautiful. I appreciate you so much.
All right, and that'll be it for the day. I know you guys have to head off, so I will let you guys go.
Catch you later, everybody.